Time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up, Ghana records highest interest rates in Africa in 2023 despite a decline in treasury bill yields. Also, accounting firm PwC urges government to demonstrate political will by chasing informal sector workers to pay realistic taxes to the state. And Nigeria leads Ghana in use of digital channels for payment. We have more coming up. The Joy Business Report is brought to you by EcoBank, your Pan-African bank. My name is Elikim Akuvi Adanse. Ghana recorded the highest interest rates in Africa in 2023 despite a decline in treasury bill yields. According to a fixed income update by some investment firms, the rates of about 29.24 and 31.88% for the 91-day and 182-day treasury bill respectively remain high. Here's a Business Desk report.
The yields on the 91-day and 182-day bills fell by 6.12 and 4.10% respectively last year. However, the rates are still elevated, increasing the government's cost of borrowing on the domestic market. Despite the rates falling significantly in March last year due to the domestic debt exchange program, the fall in the yields was short-lived. Again, average lending rates hover around 32%, ranking Ghana among the highest on the African continent. However, some analysts are hopeful treasury yields will decline in 2024, potentially sharper along the year as investor sentiments improve. They have warned that election-related fiscal risks and its pass-through effects on inflation remain a risk to the outlook for the yields. Meanwhile, Egypt followed Ghana closely with the second highest interest rates in Africa. Seychelles, however, has the lowest interest rates in Africa.
Government has been urged to demonstrate political will by chasing informal sector workers to pay realistic taxes to the state. According to senior country partner of accounting firm PwC, Visha Shagbo, there's a real challenge in roping more Ghanaians onto the tax net, hence the difficulty in achieving the tax to gross domestic product target average of 17% in Africa. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Shagbo believes government must push more to overcome this challenge.
The informal sector is hard to tax. Data is part of the issue, but also identification, access to people, and just the level of effort that is required. I think that's part of the challenge. But honestly, you also heard one of our panelists talk about the will, or let's say I wouldn't say the lack of will, but the level of will. Because if you have to go and chase the masses to pay taxes in an election year for any government, that is a delicate issue to tackle. So there is some of that. There are real difficulties, but also the will or the resolve could be more intense than it currently is.
Visha Shagbo is the senior country partner of accounting and auditing firm PwC Ghana. Nigeria is leading Ghana in terms of the frequent use of digital channels for financial transactions. That's according to the 2023 KPMG West Africa Banking Industry Customer Survey. For instance, 70% of customers in Nigeria use their mobile banking app at least once a week, compared to 53% in Ghana. Here's more.
The overall outcome of the survey indicates that Nigeria is ahead of Ghana in the use of digital channels for payment and other forms of transactions. Again, 43% of customers in Nigeria use automated teller machines weekly, compared to 32% of Ghanaian customers. In terms of USSD, 40% of customers in Nigeria use this medium for banking transactions, while only 28% of Ghanaians do same. Regarding Regarding the importance of online banking, 78% of corporates and 52% of small and medium enterprises in Nigeria emphasize the significance of their bank's online platform. In contrast, 61% of corporates and 44% of SMEs in Ghana expressed similar sentiments. KPMG explained that the evolving digital landscape in West Africa is dramatically altering its financial ecosystems. Mobile connectivity has surged, exceeding 100% in both Ghana and Nigeria, with the surge sparking a profound shift in the payment sector.
The Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport International, a prominent global professional body for logistics and transport, has appointed Chief Titi Owusu-Nortey, a distinguished Ghanaian, as its new international president. This momentous occasion marks a significant stride for the organization, welcoming its first ever African president since its establishment in 1919. Chief Titi Owusu-Nortey brings an extensive background of experience and unwavering commitment to his new role. Having been a member of the Chartered Institute for nearly 3 decades, he has held various leadership positions within the institute. His profound understanding of the global logistics and transport industry positions him as the ideal candidate to lead the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport International into its next chapter. The General Agricultural Workers Union says rice farmers in the country have been neglected just like previous years, even though they had a bumper harvest in the season. Its General Secretary, Edward Kariwe, revealed to Joy Business that rice farmers in the Fumbisi area of the Upper East region were not able to cart their produce to processing factories due to various challenges. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Kariwe blamed the situation on the government's inability to implement phase 2 of the Planting for Food and Jobs program.
Because there's lack of policy intervention, that's why we are experiencing glut. As I'm speaking, I'm up there, I've gone to the Fumbisi areas, gone all around. The rice is lining everywhere because there has not been any policy, arrangement to pick up this produce. So again, you can see that 2023 is just it's a year that will go down the drain. That government in recent years have done nothing to support agriculture.
That was General Secretary of GAWU, Edward Kariwe. Clam is a type of shellfish used for various delicacies across the globe. In Ghana, it is popularly known as adode. In today's episode of Food Chain, Joy News' Emma Davis explores the life stages of clam in Ghana, from harvesting to the plate. Take a listen.
Clam is a type of shellfish high in nutritional density. In Ghana, it is popularly known as adode. It is also a source of livelihood for people along the Volta region and the Greater Accra region. 19-year-old William Stibiding does this for a living.
This is the most common job among young guys here in Adan. We harvest them in the lake and move the clams to a water body with less salt and leave them for about a year for them to grow.
So you can't sell it like this?
Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't sell the clams this size.
But why must you change the position?
We changed the location also because other people keep their stock here. It is not exclusive to us.
Until that 1 year, what do you do?
Apart from this is my main source of livelihood. Since I don't have formal education, if I am not on the lake, I run an Okada business.
After harvesting it, what do you do?
We harvested the stock around 6 a.m., but we keep them on the canoe and export them to other water body around 10 p.m. However, we pay attention to them to keep them alive so we don't run at a loss.
How do you take care of it?
We sprinkle water on them from time to time to keep them alive.
What are some of the hazards of this job?
With this job, one needs to be a good swimmer. The only challenge with this job is the occurrence of death of some inexperienced people.
From this job, what have you been able to save?
I want to save and start another business. It could be focusing on my Okada business or undertaking an apprenticeship.
After the clams are harvested, it definitely goes through a process. And I have with me someone who's going to teach us how your favorite snack on the street is being made.
You light your fire, place the cooking utensil on the fire, put the clam in it, and allow the vapor to cause it to open up. Add some salt and fry them.
Explain to me how you buy it. What's the process?
Clam is seasonal, so I sell palm wine when I'm not doing this. We buy directly from the boys who harvest the clam. They start pricing from 30 cedis. We sell them from 1 cedi, depending on the buyer.
Now that's how your favorite snack adode is made. That's it for today's episode of Food Chain from Agokpo Atadan in the Greater Accra region. My name is Emma Davis.
Food Chain airs every Saturday at 6 p.m. on the Joy News channel. And that ends the Joy Business Reports, brought to you by EcoBank, your Pan-African bank. Remember that the EcoBank salary account is a special account designed for workers of all income brackets desirous of receiving their salaries through EcoBank. With the EcoBank salary account, you're guaranteed all the benefits of a normal savings or current account, plus more. EcoBank account gives workers free life insurance cover of up to 10,000 Ghana cedis, 24/7 access to cash and e-banking services, internet and mobile banking services, high interest on savings, no minimum balance, ability to save through the EcoBank Save As You Spend, a unique feature that helps customers to save and invest. Remember, the insurance policy covers death, permanent or temporary disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and more. Savings or current account holders at EcoBank do not have to close their existing accounts to enjoy the numerous benefits of EcoBank salary account. Just ask your branch to switch your existing account to EcoBank salary account. Non-EcoBank account holders should approach any EcoBank branch and ask for the EcoBank salary account. Switch your salary account today and enjoy amazing benefits at EcoBank. EcoBank toll-free number is 0800 003225 whenever, wherever, for further details. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This has been me, Elikim Akuvi Adanse.